ever been interested in photography and wanted to create revenue from it? Like maybe you are creatively inclined and you want to do photography and do something new for yourself this year. Well, this video is for you. So I've been a photographer for 8.5 years now and counting, and I want to give you my tips on becoming a freelance photographer. So today I'm going to break down the steps in my own journey as a photographer when I first started, like my camera gear, how I upgraded, how I got some clients, what I did for portfolio, and how I'm still doing that to this day. And I really want to help you, so let's get into it. All right, so you want to buy a camera. That is very out there and obvious. You need a camera. When I first started, I had the Rebel series Canon T3i. And you also have T4i in that series as well, which is really cool. I really recommend that, and I got it as a Christmas gift from my mom, and it was in a kit, and it came with 2 lenses. It came with so many great other things that I could operate with it, and it worked really well. I needed it actually for school when I was at UIC, and I needed it for this class, but I also was able to utilize it for my career. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys, because I really do feel like we get so wrapped up on the camera body in the beginning, and I'm like, listen, this kit lens did some really good photos for me, but eventually I upgraded to the 6D Canon and then the 5D Mark IV, which is the bad boy, okay? But they all work perfectly, and so I would really recommend starting there. I am a Canon user, so that's why I would back up what I'm saying with them, because they are really, really great. And listen, here's one thing that I need you to know. When it comes to being a photographer, it really is all about your eye. It's about your style. Anybody can buy a camera, but not anybody can have a good style and a good composition. So work on that. When you are doing it in the beginning, you want to make sure that you create your own look and polish it up so that you can present your best work to the people that you want to be your possible clients. So after you bought your camera, you need to build your portfolio. So for me, in the beginning, I asked my sister and my cousin. My cousin is actually on this channel, and you can check her out when we did a shoot in the studio for a residency that I had. So she's really great, but she's an artist, and so she needed content all the time. It was really easy to just work with her. And then with my sister, we shot so many great portraits, and she was really one of my muses as well. So I would recommend start with your family, start with your friends, start with some people that know that you're trying to get into this photography thing. Another thing I would say is that you need a website for your portfolio. So I would recommend something like Squarespace. They're very easy. They have really good templates on there, but there are options, because if you don't feel like paying that annual price or that monthly subscription, you can do something like Canva and create a nice layout of your work and send that link to people. Or you can also do maybe like Pinterest. You can also just utilize social media, Instagram, just posting your stuff there, which I have noticed can be a really good place where people come to see your work, because proof of your work is all people want to see when it comes to hiring you. And sometimes they just want to make sure that they are hiring or booking an active photographer. So yeah, don't be afraid to put yourself out there, and also don't be afraid to do free shoots. Now I know we want to all get paid, we just do, and that's understandable. But when you're first starting out, go ahead and just get in the field, okay? Maybe you want to jump in some Facebook groups and let them know that, hey, I'm starting out, I'm doing shoots for maybe $50, $100, whatever your price is, whatever it is, just make sure you let them know and get some work, get some models, get people that want to do it, you know, and you'll begin to build your portfolio. But then let's talk about it though. When you do start getting paid, how are you going to get your money? Through an invoice. So create one. There are so many great resources out there where you can brand your own invoice, and this really does make you look professional to people that want to hire you. And I have created something that is free for you, where it kind of lists out a few places where you can make an invoice and other great things where you can make a website, get your contracts, do file transferring. I've curated a whole list of online tools and softwares where you can get this stuff done, and it is called the Creative Freelancers Toolkit, and I'll link it below. It's free. Go get it and let me know how you like it. And as you are building your freelance photography career, you want to make sure that you are always learning. Listen, YouTube University is real, and it really has some great people out there that can share some amazing insight on photography. Also, go online, Instagram, search some hashtags of some local photographers that you can commune with and connect with. And eventually these can be connections in which you can refer to. If let's say you're booked on one day and you can't do it, you can be like, hey, Jimmy over here can do it and they're available and I really love their work. And that would be such a beautiful thing, right? The last thing that I would say, which probably should have been a little earlier in the video, is to pick your photography genre. Now, there are so many genres out there. You got portrait, you got newborn, you got food, you got nature, you got commercial, you got beauty, you got fashion. You have so many genres, so pick one. When I first started out, I started with a lot of portraits of like single people and a lot of creatives, but then it got into like the families and couples, but then I reeled it back into kind of like that creative portraiture, which I absolutely love. It is my favorite thing to do, and I think that is just my sweet spot. So definitely figure out which genre you want to start with, and it can definitely bloom into other places, but starting with that one genre could be a really good diving board, so that's why I suggest it. The last thing that I would say is to enjoy the process and have fun with it. Listen, photography is very important. Photographers play a role in making memories for people and marking history for people. And I talk about that on this channel as well. But when we think about the importance of what photography does, it can be something that can be proof in the court of law. Like somebody's whole case can be thrown out because of a photo, or someone can be liberated because of a photo. So I really do think that when you are creating these beautiful images, that you keep your why, and that is something for you to discover. Why are you in photography? Why are you starting it? What is it? What is in it for you? What is in it for other people? Like, what's a bigger purpose for it? And so I think when you keep that at the center, you'll continue to go, you'll continue to grow, you'll continue to be inspired, and you won't quit. So yeah, I have faith in you. You're watching this video and you want to be a photographer and you want to create more revenue for yourself. You can do it. I've done it 8.5 years and I'm still here. So I encourage you, go out there and get your stuff going, get those shoots going, get those inquiries going, and don't be afraid of the beauty that you can create.